So you know for a fact this guy is a druid, and given that you guys are venturing out into the wilderness, you get the sense that maybe it's a good idea to try to get him to come along with you guys.
So I get up and I walk over to him and I say, "Hey there, traveler. Do you mind accompanying us into the wilderness?"
Well, we should get to know each other's names first, silly. Hi, I'm Bear. How you doing?
Oh God. Oh God.
What are you on God for? You pray to a god? What kind of priest are you?
Never mind. Never mind. I thought we could use a traveler, such as yourself, to help accompany us. I recognize that you're a traveler, but
I'm gonna put
maybe
my
a
hand on
druid
his
of some
shoulder.
sorts, but
Sir, it's time to go.
Must have been mistaken.
No, I'm a druid. I know how to turn into a snake.
I'm sure you can.
We need to go.
Yes. Never mind. Enjoy your breakfast.
Wait, no, friend, come
and
back.
I turn and walk away.
I'm gonna walk away.
I'm gonna chase him.
Okay,
I'm walking
cool.
with him.
So the druid gets up and chases after you guys, and you guys return back to the map.
running away.
Come back! I'll turn into something fast and chase you. I can turn into a wolf too. Oh, that's what I sound like when I'm a wolf.
Oh my God.
No.
What's your wisdom?
Should we
my
kill
wisdom is +3.
But your intelligence is
14.
it? She's like -8.
No, that's just my accent. I'm a commoner, so I know how to read books and talk, but this is just my accent.
Okay, that's
just
fine.
because
I'm
I
not gonna-
talk in a southern accent makes me idiot.
I'm
Is
sorry,
that what it
are you
is?
talking to the god of the world
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
talking to the god of the world.
He's like a face in the sky, just like muck.
And we are clearly out of sight at this point. We have run into
anyways.
the woods.
You guys, he follows you there.
Well, we are looking for more people to join us. However,
It costs a gold to come with us.
A gold?
You can come with us for a gold,
Am I gonna get gold out of this?
probably,
let me ask you.
Why does it
what-
cost a gold?
because we are of higher order.
Of higher order. He's gonna have to deceive me. I don't believe that.
I mean, no. I mean, you can. I'd call it, if you want to forcibly deceive him about this, you can try to roll for it, but otherwise you guys can just keep going.
Okay.
You basically, the way well played is in the role playing between you guys. If you guys want to force something to be true, you can roll on it.
I
if
have
you
an
want.
exceptionally high persuasion, so
Okay, all right.
I'm very excited to roll with
first of
us.
So what do you mean a higher order? Like you guys are like part of like the
We serve the god Yumala.
Well, I don't.
That's
I do not.
asking.
So
Sorry,
the god of Yumala.
Yumala is you've never heard of it? Probably a god. He looks like he's some sort of like knight type person.
I'm proficient in religion.
Yeah, you get the sense that it's probably just some god he's pushing. You're not really sure necessarily though. It's something along those lines.
We don't have time for this.
How about I give you 50 silver now, and then if I really like it, I'll stick and give you the other 50 silver.
Fine.
Well, wait, let me ask you. What are you doing here?
Bargain. Deals.
Excuse me. What'd you say your name was? Bear?
Yeah, bear.
Let me ask you. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just traveling right now more than anything. Like, I used to have my old town, but I'm a bit of a folk hero back there, and the tyrant that rules over that land doesn't really like me. He's trying to kill me, so it wasn't safe. I left.
Was it here on this land?
No, it's another continent. It's pretty far away, but I miss my family, but that's just the toll of being a folk hero.
Ah, yes, a folk hero. Yes.
Did this voice come out of you picking folk hero? Is that your version of folk hero voice?
No, I only know like 3 voices, and this is one of them, so this is why I'm doing this one.
So you may join us. However, you must keep your mouth quiet the whole time with it.
Keep my mouth what?
Quiet.
What?
Do not open your mouth.
Why not? I'm a really smart person. I have a wisdom of 16 and an intelligence of 14.
All right, I'm gonna walk away.
Okay, I'm
With
just
his
okay.
money.
I'll keep my mouth. Can I talk when I need to, though?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
If
I'm
it's
gonna
absolutely necessary.
No incessant rambling when we're on our way.
He's a man. Oh, I am a man of the god Yumala, and
I'm a man of the sword.
he's a man of the sword. We prefer to meditate while we walk
Well,
in
I'm a
silence.
That's fair. I'm a man of nature. I looking at bushes and
I
trees.
would prefer if you stopped talking.
Well, you're talking to me and I'm responding. So, okay, we want to find out. We'll stop.
Meditation time is
Okay.
important for us.
All right.
When you guys start off on your... Oh, sorry, do you want to do anything before you leave the town?
Let's see. The cool thing I wanted to do, I can't do. Can't really bring any of it. Would the hunter guy want to come with us?
No.
Nah, I think so. Yeah, I figured.
In
Yeah,
fact, you notice that he
has.
has like a routine actually.
Yeah.
Like he has his own hunting grounds. He deals with stuff specifically. He sells. He's a pattern.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have nothing to do at the town, so we can just head up.
No, I mean we finished that last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So you guys, and you're taking the woodlands route.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You guys travel throughout the day, and it's the majority of the woods that you travel immediately outside the town is fairly sparse. It looks like it's been either burned away and is starting to finally regrow after
Probably.
a while.
I suspect was part of the fire from the town.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. And you notice that there's a lot of sort of unkept bodies still floating around out here. Like there's just skeletons that never got buried, that are sort of hiding in the rubble here and there.
I know a guy who would appreciate that.
But you guys travel deeper into the woods over the course of the day, and about noontime, so this is many hours into your journey for the first day, you come across a man sitting on a tree trunk, like a fallen tree trunk on the side of the road path here that's going along. And he seems to be just mumbling to himself. He's wearing like sort of tattered gray robes, and he's petting a squirrel.
Is he a like a man, or is he more like
He's a man. He's a human, yeah.
A dragon man?
No, he's definitely just a human. He seems to have like sort of like a graying, wizened beard, and he's like balding, and he doesn't seem to notice you guys initially.
Can I speak to the squirrel?
Or do you
Cast
have
speak
do you
with-
have speak with animals?
Yes, I
As a spell?
cast speak with animals on the squirrel.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna keep walking.
I mean, you're gonna keep walking. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna put my
talk to
hand
the
on his
guy.
shoulder and keep walking.
I'm gonna talk to the guy.
Sir. Okay, I protest, but
All right, cool. Sorry. So we'll resolve your thing first, and then go to the squirrel. Okay, cool. So, what do you need?
I say, excuse me, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, but what seems to be the problem?
Oh, no problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite, I couldn't see there.
Oh, no problem at all. Just,
I'm gonna put my hand on my sword in ready reaction.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Sorry, are you, what class are you again?
I'm his bodyguard.
Okay, cool. This old man's in the forest. Sure, okay.
I've seen dark things you can't imagine.
I want to cast Moonbeam on him.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Anyways,
yes, no, we were just passing by, and we're actually on our way to the temple, and I was hoping you could point us in the right direction to make sure we're heading the right course.
the temple. Which temple are you referring to, my young friend?
Well, we just came from Wakemore.
Fine little town. Well, before the fire, I assume, but that's another thing
Yes.
altogether.
Yes, well, the settlers from Wakemore had built a temple, so we were going to explore that area.
Well, that's true, I suppose, but the settlers from Wakemore built many temples in these areas.
We weren't aware of this.
Well, I mean, if you're new, it's not surprising. Many of them went under quite a ways back. There was a rising up of goblins that basically murdered everyone. It was quite sad, actually. This squirrel just sort of like squeaks at him.
But I speak with animals.
You do speak with animals.
What did he squeak?
He's like, yeah, I guess so. All right, we'll get back to that.
Typically goblins only attack when provoked. What provoked the attack?
Well, I suppose it was all the people trying to build into their spaces. You know, expansion into the wilderness, and maybe it was all the burning of their hives. I don't know. I'm just here.
How foolish.
We burned their hives?
No.
Like the hives off the body, or like hives off of...
Well, I call it a hive. You know, those little holes that they tend to live in, little colonies. You could smell it for weeks. It was terrible.
I thought they were just little green toads that murdered animals. I really like
Well,
animals.
you're not wrong. The farmers back then did have quite a few problems with them coming in and killing all of their animals, but after they left, the goblins subsided and they were stamped out a little while later, so...
How unfortunate.
I suppose. I did always like a good goblin stew.
From my readings in Kantar, the Great Library, of course, there's one of those goblins that there also has to be dragons around. Is this true? Is there dragons in this area?
Well, I mean, not right now. He like sort of looks up at the sky and he's like, have you seen a dragon recently?
I have not. But we've only been here about a week or so.
Well, I wouldn't say there's dragons with the plural, but I suppose there's that bright, sparkly one that comes around during the summer solstice. And then there's the other red one that comes around during the winter solstice. So I guess there's a few floating around here, if you mind the pun.
And, I'm sorry, Iska.
I like him. He's
What
funny.
is your name?
My name is Bassam Al-Ajir. I come
Bassam
from
Al-Ajir.
lands far to the east, but I found myself liking this little area. The forest is much better than the deserts. It's like, hey, what do you want?
Hey, quick question. Is this old man treating you nice?
I guess.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, I just hang out with him sometimes.
Yeah. We're looking for temples, apparently, or something like that. Are you familiar with them in the area?
Well, I guess there's a lot of temples around the area. I don't know.
Guys, Squirrel knows stuff. So, quick question.
He's like, to you guys are watching him, and he's just like, and the old man is like, yes, Chippy.
I'm gonna laugh.
Okay.
I'm just shaking
Anyways,
my head.
back
like,
to that
So-
conversation.
So, our goal is to... What are we doing at this temple?
Just exploring.
We're just exploring for a temple. Do you know where the closest temple is? The one that hasn't been attacked by goblins? Or they all been attacked by goblins?
You need a temple?
Yeah, we're looking for a closest temple.
The closest temple. Well, the closest temple is
He like runs in circles for a second.
It's like there's one over that way.
Okay, cool.
And he kind of nods over to the east.
Did the squirrel just nod to the east?
Yeah, he's saying the temple's over that way.
Alright. I thought the temple that we're going to is on the coastline.
Are we going to a specific temple? That's
Yeah,
the
this-
closest one, is
we
the one
don't
he was
know-
talking
Yeah.
about.
I don't care what
It's
temple
like,
we go
well,
to.
I
the
suppose
one
there
on
are quite a few temples. Chippy does like the one over that way.
Could you mark it on our map?
Sure. Let me just see your map for a second. Where is it?
Very
It's like,
useful.
well, I can't be exactly sure where we are on this map, but I guess it's somewhere around this area. Oh, it was a fine little shrine. Very small, but comforting. Use it to get out of the rain sometimes these days.
And if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing out in these parts? Just
Well, this whole area is where I live. It's kind of cozy, I suppose.
What do you eat?
It's like, well, I eat whatever Chippy brings, and sometimes I even have a berry or two.
Are you not worried about predators?
What predators?
There are no predators here.
Well, I don't know. No one's ever
Wolves?
bothered me.
Wolves,
It's like, well,
goblins.
The goblins are an old thing. We haven't had problems with goblins for many years.
Would you say 40 years?
No, maybe about 7 to 10, I suppose. I can't be sure anymore. I sort of lost track of time after the town burned down. It's hard to keep track of time when no one else does.
what are you doing? Like, why were you a citizen of Wakemore?
Well, at one time I was. I used to run the library there, but after it burned down, I figured it'd be safer to stay out of burning cities. I took up residence and I made a small shack not far from here. Sometimes I get fish from those boys down at the docks. They're good folk, them.
Seems kind of senile.
Would you be willing to show us where this temple is?
Well, if I thought really hard, I could
What
show
if
you
I
where
gave you this-
all temples are. I mean, if you think about it, everything's only just a thought away. You could be there right now if you really thought about it.
Well, yeah. Can you write down?
He pulls out a small pouch. In fact, he's like, I think I could go there right now. Give me a moment. He starts eating a little mushroom. He's like, that's the stuff right there.
Okay. Can you mark down on the map where all these temples are?
He just starts scribbling all over the map.
Let's not get our map ruined, and
Look at
let's
here,
head
there's
out.
a giant in the forest.
Okay.
Oh man, watch out! There's a wolf hunting you down. Run!
He's like,
He's coming for you.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Chippy!
Run that way!
He slowly starts to get up and kind of crawl away, but he doesn't move anywhere.
Oh,
He's just like paddling on the ground.
well, if he can survive out here, it doesn't seem too dangerous. So
Chippy just like runs in circles around him.
All right.
Good luck, Chippy.
Like, thanks.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
So we proceed where
Wait, we're not gonna kill him.
no,
Oh, okay.
not kill him. No, of course not.
You're just like, what?
Clearly, the only moral path here was to put him out of whatever hell he lives in. Send him
As
off
he's
to
like,
the gods.
You sure it's a hell? I think he seems pretty happy just being
Yeah,
on the
he-
ground, eating the grass there.
I only see death and misery.
He's like drooling on the grass.
Death, misery.
Anyways, you guys leave him to his
Death and misery.
mushrooms and such, and travel a few hours later and need to come to a stop since you guys haven't eaten since morning. Would you guys have rations or anything?
I brought fish.
Yeah, we got a bunch of.
I've
We
been
prepared because we knew it was gonna be
snacking
like a
all the
4-day
way.
journey.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So we prepared for that.
I have
Okay, cool. So
literally
you guys can
snacked this
travel
entire way. Why are
Throughout
we
the rest of the day
stopping?
without too much of a hassle. Where do you want to camp? There are a variety of locations within the forest into which you could set up camp depending on what you wanted to do. For example, you have a fire. Will you be visible? Do you want to be stealth?
I mean, we have dried food. We don't need to stealth it out.
Doesn't seem like there's anything too dangerous that has happened yet. And there's a man, like an old ass man, just like wandering around in the forest eating mushrooms. That to me, it doesn't seem like that much danger. We could just build like a standard camp.
All right, what we'll do is we're going to set up a camp with no fire. We don't need it. And I'm going to put my torches like around the camp in a circle.
Okay. How many torches did you have?
10 of them.
Okay.
So I'll make a...
And how long do these things will last for?
I'm not turning them on.
Oh. Okay.
They're just going to be like planted.
You plant. Okay, cool. So you plant them in the ground.
Ground.
Okay.
And then we'll get some logs, make them into like seats.
Okay.
We can sit. And
So you guys are now sitting.
we'll eat our dried fish.
You're eating your dried fish in the dark, surrounded by torches that are not lit.
Is it the middle of the day?
Oh, this is for you guys camping at the end of the day.
Oh,
This
I
is
was
what you
like-
guys
it's
want to
like-
do for the end of the day.
Oh, okay. At the end of the night.
That's why I was wondering what the hell the deal was. You guys are currently traveling, and you guys are discussing how you want to break camp.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do like a ring of my torches,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna put a string from torch to torch. So when I
Okay.
light one, it starts lighting all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
All right, do you want a spirit hawk to help you? He's really good at pointing out stuff.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, I want to call it a spirit hawk. Cuckoo!
You're like Banjo-Kazooie, like. The following morning, the weather starts to warm up a little bit. It's like more normal for what you were expecting for this season, climate, etc. And the wind starts to pick up. Like today, it's not crazy strong wind, but it's starting to get fairly, like it's a windy day, I'll say that, for your benefit. And it is still cloudy. That's your weather forecast for today. So yeah, you guys break camp, keep heading in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I have you guys make a survival check to move towards the temple at advantage? So you guys were about to start heading the wrong direction, and the druid's like, "You're gonna tell that's the wrong direction."
Guys, that's the wrong direction.
Okay, cool. I thought you were gonna do something else. Yeah. Anyways, he lets you know that you guys are indeed heading in the wrong direction. Writes you. He's like, no. If you guys are going over here, that's that way. The only notable thing that you guys have along this section is that you notice that the trees here are starting to become different. Not like they're just a different species per se. They look similar to the same things, but they seem to start having a sort of warped, twisted effect. Not like they're corrupted per se, more so that the trees themselves are just like winding in on themselves. It's a very odd phenomenon. You know that this isn't an unnatural occurrence based on like how the trees talk to you or whatever. But you do think that these particular trees give you the sense that there's something nearby that's causing these things to happen. Like this isn't a normal effect of this particular type of tree. Localized effect, perhaps. You guys continue along throughout the rest of the day without too much of a hassle, etc., etc. Break camp the same way this time?
Sure.
Okay, cool. When you wake up, it's raining. Heavy rain, actually. It looks like the weather finally like pushed through the clouds, and you guys are all soaked, as is your stuff, as is your torches. But yeah, you guys are fairly cold and or wet now. You guys keep heading towards the northwest, and it's really heavy rain, so it's really hard to actually keep your direction. You guys, near the later part of the day, you seem to think that you're getting close to it because you're by the coast. It's around where you should be, but it's kind of hard to find. So I need you to do a survival check at a disadvantage, although not for you because you have nature. To try and find the temple itself. So you guys are blundering around, and the druid is like,
Guys, the temple's over here.
yeah, like you guys are like looking the wrong direction, and you're like, no, it's near the ocean. But you see that you guys are sort of on the far end of the coast to it, so there's a small alcove. It's not too far away. You could walk there in a few minutes. And you can see that it's a fairly large temple that's been mostly collapsed into the shore and partially into the ocean itself. Like it was standing on some sort of cliff or something, and the whole underside of it just collapsed. So it looks like it's like sort of cracked open or cracked in half or something, and a good chunk of what was there on the edge of that is now in the ocean. So it's like half and half. The broken temple lies in front of you. Yeah, you investigate the front of the temple, and in fact, you do find traps. You find that there are quite a variety of traps meant to alarm people if anyone is to enter the temple.
You disable them?
And he disables them, yes. Like slides up, and he like moves around, and he's like, oh, look at this one here, here. He disarms the array of them in front of the temple. But there seems to be evidence upon further investigation around this section that there's probably more people inside this temple. It's not a small area that you can leave. We'll come back, there will be more stuff there, we can sort of expedite it, but you'll be able to get farther through this section, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we'll go back to town.
Because now you actually know exactly where it is. You've been here before.
Well, we should get to know each other's names first, silly. Hi, I'm Bear. How you doing?
Oh god. Oh god.